My sister stole my inheritance. Growing up, my sister Emily and I were close. She was older by 3 years and always seemed like the golden child. She was outgoing, talented, and could charm anyone. I was quieter, more reserved, and always felt like I lived in her shadow. But despite that, we got along until our parents' health started to decline. A few years ago, my dad passed away after a long illness and my mum followed shortly after. It was heartbreaking, but I found some comfort knowing they had a plan for us. They had a will, and both Emily and I knew its contents. Our childhood home and savings would be split equally between us. After the funeral, we sat down to discuss the estate. Emily volunteered to handle the paperwork since she had experience with legal stuff. I trusted her and let her take the reins, figuring we were in this together. Weeks passed, and I started noticing strange things. Emily moved into the family home, saying it was temporary, and she stopped updating me about the legal process. When I finally asked about the inheritance, she got defensive, saying she was working on it and that I should be patient. Then one day, I got a letter from the bank. It said the estate had been fully settled, and everything had been transferred to Emily. Confused and furious, I confronted her. She admitted she had the will amended before our parents passed, claiming it was what they wanted. According to her, they thought she deserved the house because she needed it more and that I'd figure things out on my own. I couldn't believe it. She'd manipulated them when they were at their most vulnerable, convincing them to cut me out. I tried reasoning with her, but she wouldn't budge. She said, "It's not personal, it's just practical. You'll be fine." I took my case to other family members, but they all sided with her. They said she had always been the responsible one and that I should just let it go to keep the peace. My parents weren't around to confirm or deny her story, and I felt like I was screaming into the void. I even consulted a lawyer, but since the documents were in order, there was nothing I could do legally. I lost everything: my childhood home, my share of the savings, and any trust one had in my family. Now, Emily lives in the house where we grew up, and I haven't spoken to her in over a year. Sometimes I wonder if I should have fought harder, but the emotional toll was too much. It's hard to move on, but I'm trying. The hardest part isn't the money or the house, it's knowing my sister, someone I trusted, saw me as expendable.